welcome our listeners and we want to welcome our viewers to Heart, Mind, and Soul to Soul. And for those listening, you can hear us on the 107s. For those viewing, you can view us on. View us on what? Oh. You can view us on irfm.net, Facebook, irfmja, Twitter, iri_FM, Instagram, irfm_Jamaica, or that's JA. And for those who want to text us, the text line is 390-9863. So we have the bad boys in the studio. Welcome.
I see again all that information, Miss Kelly. Remember, old time days, it was just call me.
Yeah, you understand me?
Now you have to remember this, that.
Me dear sir, me get caught up in the newness. I mean, I try to do my thing, me dear sir. Anyway, want to welcome you to Heart, Mind, and Soul to Soul. And for those who are listening, Inner Circle is a Jamaican bred, Grammy Award winning quintet. And that's who we have inside of our studio today. So let's start. Introduce yourself.
Well, I am Ian, bass player. And my brother Roger, we soon hear him on the line.
Right.
We are like the founding members, Tota Harvick on keyboards, Lancelot, all these from Montego Bay and drums, and we have the man Scatter right here.
And I'm Scatter.
All right. So Scatter is a man who had to fill some massive shoes.
I tell you.
So tell me a little bit about Scatter and the band, you and the band.
Well, I'm like new and old.
Right.
Because I've been with Inner Circle for about 27 years. First known Inner Circle, been with them up and down, in and out. First was introduced to Inner Circle by a version of ours, me and Ian, KC White.
Okay.
He's living somewhere in St. Anne too.
Yeah, no. Original singer for no.
Okay.
Anywhere but nowhere.
All right.
All the artists and but. So I said, reggae music is so funny that you have some people been in it for longer than even 40 years, and other people don't know them. But when you call the name of the song, is when the recognition kick in. You know what I mean?
And when you realize how old the song is, you realize how long
Exactly.
the people them there. All right. I am going to take a journey with Inner Circle.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
I particularly want our young people to understand the journey, because a lot of people, particularly the young among us, just feel that this success thing is overnight. And we need to keep reminding, particularly our youngsters, that life is a journey.
Well, I must know one thing, You see the word luck?
Yes?
You know what that means? It means labor under constructive knowledge. That's what luck means. So in every entity, you have to work
Right.
for it. Just like people might hear IRFM. You know what I praise IRFM for? Single-handedly saving reggae music around the world. People might not understand why.
True.
Because of the internet and because people like you that play artists would normally nobody wouldn't hear about.
would hear them.
But it is going all over the world via the internet.
Absolutely.
And that is a responsibility that a lot of the DJs don't understand they have. Introduce these good, talented guys that the thing can continue. Because there's a streaming thing in reggae music right now where a lot of people don't understand. Reggae music has gone white. And it's not about a prejudice thing, It's about the seriousness that somebody has usurped our music and has taken it to a totally different level, introducing it to a new audience.
We are going to have to talk about that. And before I even get into the journey, that is something, a pressing issue that we can't overlook. Why do you think this is? Because it's okay for us to say that.
Okay.
But we have to now look at ourselves. And I'm going to ask you what it is that we have done wrong.
Well, okay. Let me give it in a scientific understanding. You have a band like UB40. 90% of their music is covered reggae songs. Remember, Here I Am Baby was a #1 song in Britain. Here I Am Baby is an Al Green song. Done by a man named Al Brown, copied by a band named UB40. Okay? Red Wine is a Neil, what's his name?
Neil Diamond.
song
Yeah.
done by Al Brown, copied by UB40, #1 song. You understand me? Cherry O Baby, song done by Eric Stanley, copied by UB40. They picked the most melodic, beautiful songs made by Jamaican artists. You understand me? So certain things, as a man said, when you throw away that, somebody else pick it up. So what we have discarded, they have taken up and introduced it to the world. You understand me? Because if you look at Bob Marley music is near 60 years old.
Right.
So inevitably, going down the line and looking at our transition from ska to reggae, ska to rocksteady to reggae, to coming right down to dancehall. Dancehall has adapted more of the hip hop than, you understand me, than reggae music. But our reggae music was concocted on the drums and the bass. That was okay.
And
If I
isn't the dance, isn't the hip hop a derivative
of
of
reggae.
of reggae?
Yes, the first rapper was in New York. But remember, I know when I used to play what you call stage show in Jamaica, and a man say, answer. I just stand up. Just by the online, the people start jump already. They recognize bass lines, start like 17, tum, tum, pu-tum. Those were things that made reggae music.
You know something, Ian? I'm wondering, you see, if because we do reggae instinctively, because it's something that we eat and sleep and breathe, perhaps we are taking it for granted. And the other guys who don't do it instinctively are studying it.
You hit a very great point, Miss Kelly. They study it. You understand me? We live it because it's a normal thing in our day. But they sit and study it and say, well, okay, if I was at a thing in Spain that was doing a reggae university, these kids come with their paper. They know the engineer that mixed the tune. They know how much milliseconds King Tubby's do with the dub thing. I said, my youth, I'm so serious you take it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
You
You know
understand?
something? You know, when I realized that these kids not joking, I was in California, and when Desmond Decker was alive, I mean, which kid in Jamaica know Desmond Decker?
Don't
It's
know
only
him.
people my age know Desmond
Don't
Decker
know
because we
him.
usually festival.
I make
I hadn't seen Desmond Decker for years. So I was out of touch with his new songs. And when I saw white American kids from California singing his song word for word, I realized that our children, our young people need to step it up and study our music.
and respect it.
Yes, Ian.
Respect it. Because, you know, if you get political, we need a reggae hall of fame with an information center
Yes.
that people can come and understand who John Baker was, who Lynn Tate was, who the great Jamaican people like Brevet. These Don Drummond. You remember, you know, these guys were great musicians. And that's what brought reggae music and Jamaican music from the behind the table to the Millie Small, My Boy Lollipop. A #1 tune all over the world. I know what a #1 tune around the world feel like, you know. Because 2 or 3 of them we have.
Right.
And when I stand up, when I see we in Russia, and I say, little reggae music carry them place, man. Istanbul, Turkey. And
That's
say,
where you
look-
guys just coming
Yes.
from.
Yes. And it's a little reggae music, but it's how the music reach the people and how they feel it. You understand me? And that is what we don't understand, you know.
The responsibility.
Of course.
The responsibility.
It's heavy.
Absolutely. It's
It's
a heavy
heavy.
responsibility. We need to stop taking it for granted. It's like you have a kid in the class and the kid bright. So I'm just waste time.
Exactly.
And the kid who not so bright, him put him shoulders to the wheel and beat him.
That's what it is.
So anyway, let's move on. Let us ask you now. Where's Roger? Roger, you on the phone?
Yes.
You didn't listen to your brother. Eh?
Yeah. I want to tell you, it's coming like I'm a member of the audience, and I'm saying, damn, this is very interesting. And I'm
Nice.
taking it in, and very good, very good.
All right, let me
Nice
bring you
nice
in.
to finally hear your voice, Sister Elise.
Oh, you're most welcome, Roger. Let me bring you in. Is there anything that you want to add to what Roger has just said? To what
Ian
Ian has
Scatter
just said?
said.
And Scatter.
So I just think to a certain degree that I was in our studio yesterday with one of the bigger so-called white reggae bands in America, Revolution, the lead singer Eric. As a matter of fact, the lead singer Eric has an Iranian background, so it must
Wow.
know how much reggae. You understand?
Wow.
Reggae music is very powerful. The feel of it, and it's raw, and the energy, and it's that the people in the world take to, you know.
Right.
That is why the little bit of Jamaica with music is so powerful all over the world, because the energy, the words that it was saying, especially from the reggae era, Bob Marley, Jimmy Cliff, and as you mentioned, Desmond Dekker.
Right.
Now, nowadays, I was speaking to him about the general acceptance of these white proliferation of these white reggae bands. There's about 6 of them. And these guys can go all over America and make big money. Many Jamaican groups and artists like us, it's hard for us to tour like these guys and make this big money. You see, they came out of backing up artists, you know, many of them. Soldier, Revolution, Slightly Stupid. The man used to back up reggae artists and used to come to America and that man, they want to pay for a band to come. So that is how now them really get into it, and from then, and he was saying to me that what he finds is that they went and beat the clubs and continuously toured for little or nothing. While many of the Jamaican artists, they were not getting a big money and big hotel and big this and big that. They
hear
wouldn't
you.
come, and because of this work that they did for many years, 2-3 years beating, they've got, and not only to say they are white also, so the people in the audience looking at their people bringing a message of a music, the messenger now is palatable to them, because the messenger of the strong vibe and music look like them too.
And speak
So
their
that is-
language, literally speak their language.
Literally. So, you
Okay.
know, I believe that reggae on a whole have a great history, and I think we definitely have to keep on giving the world history. The Reggae Hall of Fame thing is one of the better things that people can come
do that.
and
We have
look
to
and
do
see
that.
the history and feel it, man. Great.
All right, let's take the inner circle journey now. Take us back to 1968. It was when the band was formed by yourself and your brother. And who were the original members of the band then?
Well, yeah,
Well, at that time, remember, you know, we were coming out of high school.
Right.
Jamaica
And in
College.
high school,
JC, big up.
JFD.
Oh, you and Roger?
Yeah,
Big up, JC.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead,
big
Roger.
up, big up Dennis Morrison, my schoolmate. We used to play cricket together and walk over more nights. But listen, Cooper was one of our greatest influences.
We're talking
Michael
Ibu Cooper.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, man, we have to give props to Cooper, man, because he knew the music. He used to teach piano lessons with his aunt in Mona Heights, and because we come from Mona and link with the JC link, that is how that really, really started, you know?
Right. Right.
So I must give him props
I
in that
noticed
direction.
though that a lot of the original members of Inner Circle were actually are now or were members of the Third World Band.
Yeah, well, it was us cat. There was a club of Mona Road called the Tunnel. So it was like weekend stuff. We go to school and then weekend. I mean, many Mondays I went to school sleeping on the desk. You know what I mean? Teacher said, "What I'm to you?" You know, you try and find a quick excuse. But basically, he had Byron Lee, he had the Mighty Vikings, he had all these bands out there who
Yeah, bands. Those are the days of
you try and get band work.
Right.
So you're playing a Barry White song, you're playing everybody's song. Where
party music.
I think we took it to a different level, we would play songs like Carlos Santana. That's Cat. I mean, you know, Cat is a gifted super musician.
And his mom teaches
Yes,
music too.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Rita
Mrs.
Core.
Mrs.
Yes.
Core.
You
Right.
understand? So basically, that's what kind of gave us a little edge over the different bands. And I mean, when we used to go to Montego Bay and you see some, you know, young kids playing Carlos Santana and people are like, who these guys? You know what I mean? So that's basically what got into our head, you know, to say, well, music is something can change a lot of different things, because I mean, coming into Montego Bay, if the tourists expect to hear Yellow Bird. We ain't playing no Yellow Bird. What the
No,
hell
we
is
ain't.
this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you get stereotype into the minstrel, you know? Or play a song for me, boy. No. Like, it's like if you don't play it fast enough. But I'm in Jamaica. You should, lady, everything good, man. Everything
Yeah,
good.
man.
Soon come. You know what I mean? You got to come on Jamaica time.
Right.
And that is a thing I think has been great with us. Being inventive people, the sayings, even the movies that have been made about Jamaica, Countryman, the bobsled, the sayings, the just cool, chill out, man. Jamaica over there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just how we sloganize things, our words flow.
Right.
It's something that is very indigenous of ourselves as Jamaican people. And we can't lose that.
And you have the confidence to know that. Because a lot of people just never had that exposure, the level of exposure that you guys had, So don't underrate that.
Well, let me tell you something. You remember, when Michigan and Smiley make them tune and say no more uptown and downtown, we all get together. And
One Love Jam Down.
Those is songs that create changes.
Absolutely.
You understand?
Absolutely.
And people feel it. Because Bernard, my virgin who sings Saturn, you know all that tune is?
Mm-hmm.
But it's the meaning and the words. These are the things that was branded in people's head, that they felt that vibration.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? I'm not knocking the nowadays music. It's great. Every generation grew up on a song. And you cannot bring young people going like what them like, whether you like it or not.
I love that. I agree with that.
But they must also understand that there was something before them. You're an old boy, man. Go sit down over there, sir. But I was there first.
and you're going to have to pass my way
And
again.
if I never fight the battle, just like Rosa Parks never sit in the back of the bus, she go in the front and say, she nah move. So what the white man done? Decide, say, well, okay. Well, it's an economical thing, them people are serious. So we have to be united under that flag.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You understand me? To make that move to get to that level. But back to the journey.
Right. Let me ask you this, though. A part of the journey. You talk about being creative. And one of the things that I have noticed about Inner Circle is just that. Because you have had to reinvent Inner Circle so often. And the band originally had who? Bonnie Ruggs as the lead singer?
You have to understand, we used to be at 17 Chelsea Avenue. And it was a house right off the corner. So everybody used to come in the yard. So we was one band doing everything. Bonnie would sing with this man, come back and sing with we. So basically, Cat Cork, Michael Cooper, Willie, Roger, me, all of that was the original Inner Circle that used to play the band world thing.
Right.
Our transition from the band world to becoming Inner Circle, the group, came from when we started backing up artists. And a man came from San Francisco and was doing a show with Toots and the Maytals, Dennis Brown, I can't remember that artist. So he said, well, you guys need to come and back us up. We need a backup band. That's how we got there, And in that transition is about maybe a year before that, we met Jacob Miller. Because Jake used to come to all the show them, and say, oh, me the real singer, what I go up with me sing. It's all them thing. Time Jake's have a big soul, and but they don't make
You have
people.
to remember, that Jacob is a kind of troublemaker,
A big time troublemaker.
Yes, Jacob is in trouble,
So it transitioned from that where we say, all right, we'll do this thing and back up them artists. Went to San Francisco, touched at a town called Funky Kingston, which was big over there. So we seen this place, the man booked the place Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday pop down, Saturday pop down, but Sunday ram. So when I look at it, I say, wait, all these white people know the music. Because we don't have no RFM for play
Early
for
days,
them.
this.
You understand? So I say, what is this? These people used to buy the big records, the LP, the 45, and listen to it. We used to ship out to Jamaica. So when everything finished, now the man said, well, brothers, I have some good news and bad news. I have money to pay Toots and send everybody back, but we don't have no money for you guys to go back. So we said,
You were the younger guys then.
Yes, the bandsman, them as they call it, always
Yes,
get the long end of the stick. Because you pay everybody and then we. So,
Last forget
long
that.
story short, the man said, well, I've come club dates. So we said, wait, we're not backing up the artist. We're not on a tune. So we said, Jakes, we're not on a tune, So you mean you're not on a tune? Let's play a rhythm and we'll make some tune, man. White people not on a sense, man. We're going to sing the tune.
As it is, no, let me tell you something. There's just no way we can talk to Uno. I have Uno captive here, sir. And now ask Uno, give me some of the fondest moments that you can remember with Jacob Miller and Uno on the road.
No, well, you have to
I
understand.
remember one time.
Yes,
in
Roger.
England, and a big interview, you know, BBC, television, big morning, like a Good Morning in America kind of thing. And the man said, "Oh, Jacob and Ray and Doc." So the man said, "Oh, Jacob, maybe in the future, the way you're moving and things are happening, you'll be, you know, maybe going to the movies and make a cowboy show." Jake jump up and said to the man, "Cowboy? We're not boy. I'm going to make a cowman show."
But even a greater one than that, they hired us to play when the Queen daughter got married at Jamaica.
Oh,
also.
yeah.
And all the people was like nervous because tired for lick weed and them trying to say,
Yeah.
please don't play none of these tunes and where. So them have all the big everybody and the MCs and everybody talking improper. So them say, you guys have 5 minutes to play one song. We're going to break for dinner. So Jakes take the mic. So Jakes look around. I say, Jakes, watch what you're saying now. Jakes, well, I like say good night everybody and Queenie, we have a tune for you. The place
That could never have been Queen
the
Elizabeth.
place erupted in
Queenie!
laughter. You know what the lady said? I released around the corner and said,
What?
thank you very much for making me laugh.
You
But
serious?
Jakes did it, he did it innocently. You understand? It wasn't willful. That's just Jakes.
Jakes, yes.
That's just Jacob Miller.
Absolutely.
And the reason why I said I don't make him no more, you know, I don't want to start crying still, but we in Tree, and I'm not telling a lie, Jakes have 2,500 English pound in his pocket. And when we move off from Tree, how much money think Jakes have?
How much?
Nothing. I'm going to say, Jakes, and $1 you give away, no, Jakes, is pound, you know. Jakes said, "Sure, tomorrow I'm going to get back that, man. Forget that, man."
Wow.
That's how, and I'm going
Wow.
to boost up the man. I'm going
Yeah,
to
man.
hype up that kid.
Yeah, man.
That, and you see, it's how life work out. The last person Jake saw before he died was the cane man, you know.
It's
coconut
cane,
man.
yes.
The man right
Yes. I eat him, I eat cane in the car.
up, bite right from the man. So it's how life is. But you see the inside of you, clean, man.
But you know what I
Clean.
used to love? I'll be very honest with you. I know you had many singers before, lead singers before. But because them times I was just an inner circle fan. See? And them times, what I loved about Jacob and the guys is that Jacob looked like Uno. Jacob just no, Roger, no. I am telling you, him look like Uno, and that just made it more fun for me, honestly. We're going to take a break. We soon come forward.
Quartz Jamaica wishes to advise the public that its Ligony branch will close permanently.
Really rocking, you know. 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 Really rocking, you know.
What's the scoop? WTF! What's hot? What's not? It hype, it flop. WTS gives you all the happenings and entertainment and more.
Saturday morning.
From 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., hold a par with me, your vibe queen, Mrs. Keith, the real and Lady Renee. Then from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., you don't know, clock in and lock in with me, Kishima Francis.
Really rocking, you know. Really rocking, you know. Song written by the keyboard player Ian, Brother Tyler, and Ian Lewis and bass. And I want you to listen keenly to the words because it means a lot to me and you.
While driving through Jamaica, there's only one radio station I listen to, Irie FM.
Disciplined child, never knew how I got so wild. I was born a disciplined child, never knew how I got so wild. When they used to go to school, they taught me the golden rule. They say, son, you better know yourself. In time to come, it's gonna be true.
Welcome forward to Heart, Mind, and Soul to Soul. And we have inside the studio, we have Scatter, we have Ian, and we have Roger online. Want to remind you to log on to irfm.net to watch the interview, and it's free. Facebook, IRFMJA, Twitter, IRFM Irie underscore FM, and Instagram, IRFM underscore JA. The text line is 390-9863. As we sit here listening to Discipline's Child, I know it's a moment, it's a nostalgic moment. Tell us, what are some of the thoughts that come to you when you hear this song, Discipline Child? What was happening at the time?
It was a funny, we was living in Beverly Hills, rented house. But it was a time, like at night time, like Friday, when Mikey Judd used to come on, Judd at the control.
Wow.
And the music used to just run across the mountain, you know? And we sit down there, son. That song came funny because it's not an upstairs house, but we have a downstairs part in the rocks. And we had the instrument, everything set up down there. And Toto was just playing around. And it just really started come to us, you know what I mean? I was born a disciplined child, you know? And I know you don't get so wild. And it just mushroom into the song quickly. So in the morning, I wake up Jakes and say, boy, Jakes, you have this tune in, man. I say, I want to sleep, man. Jakes, man. And it's just like, once he got into it, it was like,
yeah.
That's when we know we had, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people don't realize, you know, Jakes have a 3-octave range. Jakes is not a joke singer, you know.
Wow.
He's not a joke singer. Jakes grew up singing Shy Lights. That's what Jakes was, you know. You understand me? Till him just realize, in his last part of Jakes' life, Jakes and Bob Marley got like this, you know.
Right.
That Bob literally would call you out to talk to Jakes, you know. And Bob not really call people, but him see the genuineness in the kid, you know. And that's just Jakes. I'll tell you something else, but I don't know if I'll get in jail if I talk that one. But basically, that's how Jacob Miller was. And I mean, Disciplined Child is like it's a stable song for us. Just like how Bob have No Woman No Cry.
Right.
That is our stable, slow song.
Right.
Disciplined Child, you know.
Man. Beautiful song. And can I just say too that it's a song that I play to inspire youngsters who are on the wrong track. And it always reach them. You know, it's just amazing. Them some of them never say touch them. But because you don't know there's something there. But you see, when you look on them face and then very quiet after it done. And that's enough for me. All right, take us now to 1978. As them say, picture this. One Love.
Yeah,
Reggae
right.
Peace Concert, Kingston, Jamaica,
Well,
a historic event. How significant was this for Inner Circle?
Well, a lot of people don't know that we angle, the whole production, all the instrument and stage was ours. Everything we was there when the stage was set up. Because to us, it was the first time that I was close to the so-called politics in terms of, man like Claude mass up these people, being around the whole vibe of the situation. I was just like a fly on the wall looking out. I wanted to say, blow was anything around. You understand? But the great thing about it is, Father put a strength inside of me that we could have really deal with what was around us, because we was just saying, boy, music is the healer. And I think by music, you understand me, it can really, come down. And then Jakes and Roger had a great idea to do over, the song Tivoli. Yeah, and so we did
Peace Treaty.
Peace Treaty.
Right, Peace Treaty,
But
that's
you
right.
have to remember, you have to remember the climate of the country at the time. Bob was coming back from England. Bob was, and I remember Tommy and, and Claudia used to come up at the house and talk about, them going on this peace concert. I fully 100% don't remember who actually, the government people or whoever had to get the stadium and to get this. That was a little bit higher than us.
Right.
So I don't remember that part, but I know Tommy was a lot involved. I remember Claudia Massop at that time was a lot involved with it too, and from that aspect of his colleagues.
So let me ask you this though, Roger. I know that you guys are strictly musicians, but Bob Marley seemed to have had the same way you talk about Jacob having, touch with the common people that way. It's obvious that Bob Marley had touch with the streetists them, because he was the person who knew the bad man them.
Yeah.
Well, Bob built up across the board, across the board. I remember Bob Moore come from down in Trenchtown and coming from that background.
Right.
So Bob was across the board, beloved man, without a doubt. And
right.
One of our greatest lyric writers and writer of social, songs that put forward our social problems, and not our own as Jamaicans, but
worldwide.
Right,
That's
right.
because all of us are human beings, And it's don't care where you are in the world. It's the same thing affects us. We have to eat, we have to drink water, we have to have kids, we have to look after our kids. It's the same thing. You could have Muslim, you could have this, you could that.
A true man.
You know what I mean?
So very
But
true.
I tell you, the climate, as Roger said, in the country at that time was very political.
Right.
Intermixed
Yes.
with the influence of a Chris Blackwell bringing down Mick Jagger. So all these people wanting to feel this raw energy, because around the stadium, and I get a thing, Bob was sound checking for about 2 hours, And when Bob finished sound check, and that a security around him and thing, and the man said, "Hey, you guys have 45 minutes to get this thing together, And from Jakes, take up the mic, Every man will sweep, clean, throw down the book. It's like another show ready for start.
Wow.
And we see the energy, We say, blow, this thing are going wicked tonight,
Yeah, man.
And it was the first time in Jamaica, man have the long weed bud, and man just walk past.
Something?
I
remember
agree.
that show very well, because it was the first time my father ever met me go nowhere. Trust me. So I remember it very well. And it was, what a show. Unbelievable.
Because Chris Blackwell let them bring down the big PA system from Miami and wherever them bring it from. So the sound, when Dean Fraser, the first time Dean come and blow this and play Disciplined Child with us, and just sing the tune, because we always wanted to say, boy, maybe it's just them want the energy tune them, because I remember, Peter Church never joke it out neither,
And if I tell you.
When Peter start cussing out,
Yes.
start say, woo,
Rasta Castle.
the system and
Yes,
this and,
man.
and that,
Bongo
and, I don't know,
clippings.
and him draw the legalize it and done the place. So
Yes, I remember
every
that.
artist that really perform with a fervor and an energy that was unbelievable.
You mentioned the climate politically and socially at the time. And even Peter Ian, I remember it was during a time that Peter was going through some serious tribulation
thing, police
with Earl beat him and all them
police
something.
beat him and all them things.
Yeah, no, man.
So, and then now coupled with that, remember, Jakes is the one bring all the bad man them together. Jack, PMP and Debert together and hold them on and say one love, And then Bob go to the next level now and bring Mr. Siaga and Mr. Manley together.
Okay.
So throughout the night, you had the transitions
I hear you.
going up, because our law enforcement was on ease.
I am telling you.
Yeah, them wasn't pressuring the people.
Yes.
So that night, people feel freedom. And to me, that is what reggae music was born out of. That's why you had Sunsplash, then Sunfest, then all the different sun them come from everywhere. But basically, as I say, the music was so heavy because whalers them was on farm. Everybody sound like wicked, like people. How long does it sound? 15 years ago? 20 years?
No, but you know something. Back in those days, I remember. I think it was Bonnie Whaler who had put on a show when he was bringing back something, and he had Jimmy Cliff, Marcia Griffiths, and when you look at all these great human beings gathered one place, I think probably that's why we take this thing for granted. As some gods and goddesses gathered past stage, you know.
Well, where the consolation for that is when you travel internationally and you respect, because Rotterdam in Spain, is 10 days of reggae music.
Wow.
10 days of reggae. Not just like IRFM Peanut, but reggae. 10 days of reggae music. And the house is packed, ram every night. So those people who love it and respect it, research it. So whatever information you transcend on your station, they pick it up.
Right.
They might write it down. The
Right.
Japanese take it a step further. I'm going to give you an incident. A man wanted to release some 45s on Telemental. I said, boy, record long time, I sell no record and so don't bother downloading. So the man said, no, send me a copy of the record. And I send him a copy and say, oh, this is not original stamper. The original stamper number is, that is the metal thing with the record make out, That's how the level the Japanese take it at,
Yeah.
They will go to an old record store and stay in there for one day and pick out every single, and them know which one of the pirates one, them want that. And them go, man, them clean them record.
Wow.
While we will say, oh, well, the boy go there, sit down, whole thing
You're
that.
right, you're
But them
right.
don't realize, you don't realize the value.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
the emotional thing, we save people life, Reggae music save people life,
I think people are becoming aware of the value. And you see veterans like yourself in a circle, the youngsters are realizing that the old boy them nah sit down. In
No.
fact, people want them to perform. And I go over for them head for the old boy them. You see it? So at some point, it has to register that them have to observe the icons.
Yeah, man.
All
Respect
right.
to Tony Rebel, yeah? Rebel salute. One
Rebel
love.
salute. Just as Inner Circle was poised for a major international breakthrough, the unforeseen occurred.
When you touch that one, you can't ask us about that one. When you
All
touch
right,
that
somebody will start about that. You stay, Roger? You're emotionally good for that?
Yeah. Very good. To be able to reach out. But one thing I can say, why Jacob. Sometimes the level where I used to check for Jacob, is that sometimes I even listen to myself, boy, God love this youth because this youth would say some things that I know Jacob was not the greatest formally educated person.
Right.
And Jacob would say some spiritual things that shocked me. But I said, damn, the whole just with that vibe. What is the spirit inside of this youth that come up with some stuff? Because Jacob, as I said before, was a very, very jovial kind of guy. I remember one of the first time down Russell Road when we go pick up Jackson. And the woman for the house, run behind Jackson. And a ball said, Jakes pull up in pants pocket with a rice and beads. So, I can only go back to the memories like that at Jacob, I remember even when at the arena I was in the thing and I remember because I want to only remember Jacob as I know Jakes and I would like the world to know him. I used to say me personally, Jacob is a guy could not hate anybody. I never heard Jacob hate nobody. Yes?
Never.
In vex that time I say, hey boy, this or that. And two Jacob back again. I remember we had many little falling out with Jacob, And as I say, there's always something jovial. I remember Jake said, oh, gone woman, Ray. And then you say, well, you better Jacob, you trouble, man, the brother this and that and that. All of a sudden, you just hear, yeah, man, go and fight against Jacob when you look up into the pear tree. Jacob, that's yeah, things like that. So, man, I am so sorry that Jacob couldn't be here today, man. Because I wouldn't, I tell you, man,
But you
that
know
really hurt.
You know what is interesting though, and what sometimes we just have to be content with, the fact that Jacob passed through our lives, in your cases, in a very personal and intimate way, and enriched your lives, and we just have to just give thanks
Without
for
a
that.
doubt, man. Without a doubt. Because he would be, to me personally, Jacob would definitely be in the forefront of everything.
Right.
Because I'm not talking about dancehall, I'm not talking about this. Jacob would be right up front in everything he was alive.
Yes.
Everything.
Okay, so after Jacob passed, and for those who don't know, we're talking about the passing of Jacob Miller, and he passed on the 23rd of March, 1980.
1980.
He was a
Yeah.
lead vocalist for Inner Circle, and he actually died in a car crash. And you heard Ian talking about the cane man, the same cane man we used to sponsor. He actually did buy some cane and eat the cane when he drive, and that go on. All right, so you guys moved to South Florida and started the Circle House recording studio, which is very popular in South Florida.
But that didn't start right at the beginning,
No.
Tell us about
Remember,
that.
For many years, it was like 5 years before we really kind of got ourselves back together
So
and
you
got
play
over that
music.
real knockout solar plexus.
It was
Right.
too
Like
wild.
death is not something, especially with somebody so close to you and so young.
Right.
And
So it's
everything is
25,
not something that,
25, that's a baby, when we look back at it
25.
now.
yeah.
25, man. 25.
25.
Rough.
Even Bob, 36,
36.
and just a start,
Yeah, 36, you know.
But as you're saying now, Roger, what? Raj?
You
So I was
there?
saying, at that time, and all of us kind of young, we were much older than Jakes. And that's something that, especially with somebody that was so close to you, somebody say, every day in the same house. Remember, we all live together.
Same
Like
place.
Jake live over there, I live over there. We all live in the same house together,
Yeah.
play domino together, we eat food together. Jacob specialty was bull beef and cabbage.
I know, me hear about that one day. Me hear about that.
Bull
and in
bath,
loving
man.
belly. But what
Yeah, man.
in loving belly. All right, we're going to break for cash back. But the point that comes out of this is that perhaps it was the first person so close to you at the time that had ever passed. Because you're all so
Yes.
young.
Yes, that's very true.
All right, let's
very
take a
true.
break and then we come forward after cash pot.
Really rocking, you know. 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 FM. 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 Really rocking, you know. FM.
Then we'll link up at 6:15 p.m.
For live performances, plus our bugger things.
Watch it live at IRIFM.net.
What's the scoop?
WTS!
Yeah. What's
The
scoop?
WTS! What's hot?
What's not?
It hype,
It flop. WTS gives you all the happenings
and entertainment, and more.
Saturday morning.
From 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Hold a par with me, your vibes queen, Mrs. Keith, the real and Lady Renee.
Then from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. you don't know, clock in and lock in with me, Kishima Francis.
Then we'll link up at 6:15 p.m.
For live performances, plus our bugger things.
Watch it live at
IRIFM.net.
What's the scoop?
Really rocking, you know. FM. 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 Really rocking, you know.
Yes, give a more silence. His Majesty near. Jah Rastafari. A chapter a day, keep the devil away. Behold the heavenly truth, yeah. The works of His Majesty I done proclaim. Behold the Emperor, the works is perfect.
Wow. Inner Circle live inside Studio B of IRFM. Want to remind our listeners that you can log on to irfm.net to watch the interview free. Our text line is 390-9863. Facebook, IRIFMJA. Twitter, IRI_FM. And Instagram, IRIFM_JA. You know, I remember Roger saying that there was just something about Jacob, although his education was not as formal as others, that was just so brilliant. Let me ask you this, Ian. Who wrote this song, Chapter a Day? Oh, no.
Technology beat me, you know. Yeah, we chill out, you know, watch it nice.
Nice.
So, I mean, yeah, this song was really born off a rehearsal, you know. It was just rehearsing one time and it just grew into a song, you know. But as I say, with this song, you know, a lot of time people don't fully understand what Jakes are saying, you know, because you have some people that is only when them getting problem, them go to the Bible and say, Lord, Father, do help me. You have to read a little chapter a day. You don't have to act like you're going to be the most righteous person on earth. But just read a little chapter a day, you know, before you leave your house, set the Bible upon a little thing and beg Father just guide it throughout the day. That's all, you know.
Right. And again, at the time, Roger, you can just even forward me upon this. At the time, I remember the 12 tribe influence was heavy upon the whole away, you know, so... So the chapter a day thing, you remember, Roger? I'm sure you do.
That was both uptown and downtown.
Yes, man.
And people don't even realize it was a lot uptown too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For real. I say the thing about it, you know, I just want to give a quick history thing that kind of touched me the other day when I saw Master Griffith at the start time.
Right.
And some other art at mass camp.
Right.
So in our day, them time the 70s, mass camp was called 1C Oxford Road. And people, I will remember and tell people that 1C Oxford Road was a kind of epicenter for all the reggae things going on. Because that was where Tommy Cowan had Jamaica Talent
Corporation.
Talent Corporation. So you had Warwick and Tabby in there. You had Toots, you had Leroy Spart, you have you have Kidosai, you have a bag of artists. Everybody used to come through. That was really like the epicenter. And that was where Tony Johnson and them Reggie Dog came from foreign and about a health food restaurant inside
Root
here.
Sherman restaurant.
And Cindy Breakspear was running that restaurant. So Bob then used to come in every day, skill them. So it was a real epicenter of reggae vibe in the 70s then.
Right.
And now that it continue. The same exact location continue with the vibe.
Yeah, but they move it, you know. They
move it?
Yeah, they put a car dealership there now. Mass Camp now is by stadium.
Oh.
But basically that's
I never
where
know that.
It all began.
It all began right there, so because a lot of the foreign people who used to come down and want to interview people and we just hang out in the yard and try to catch a vibe and you know what I mean, understand who is who. A lot of times.
Chong, Leroy, siblings, all from man, it was a vibe, you know.
Right.
So, 1C Oxford Road, man.
Okay, 1993 now. That's where we reach. Grammy Awards, Best Reggae Album with Bad Boys. 1994, Reggae Dancer earned another Grammy nomination. And Bad Boys' success has been phenomenal. We're going to play Bad Boys. And when we come forward, I would like the group to just tell us how phenomenal.
Area shot. Tell me what you wanna do, what you gonna do. Yeah. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? When you were 8 and you had bad traits, you go to school and learn the golden rule. So why are you acting like a bloody fool? If you get hot, then you must get cool. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? You chuck it on that one, you chuck it on this one, you chuck it on your mother and you chuck it on your father, you chuck it on your brother and you chuck it on your sister, you chuck it on that one and you chuck it on me. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Nobody now give you no break. Police now give you no break. That old soldier man now give you no break. Not even your eyes now give you no breaks. Well, hey, bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they
Okay, the song Bad Boys. No, I mean, this song I'm sure just did wonders for the group. Tell us how much it did for the group and how much did it push you even more in the spotlight.
Well, let me clarify one thing. Well,
Yes.
every time that song play, people ask me, it is not a police song. It is a song about a young man growing up in his house. If you're Jamaican, you understand the word. Because most people go up and mama, bad. Them don't know one thing what you're saying to me. Most foreigners don't, just like in Martin Lawrence movie here, mumble the part. But, you know, you chuck it for your mother, you chuck it for your father. You know what I mean? So, me and you know what the murder mean. Because a young youth growing up in him house, him don't take no talk. Because I'm thinking he's a man, vice versa, female. So basically, that's what this song is about. It get put into a police show thing.
Cops.
Right. That's why, you know, they make two movies, Bad Boys 1 and 2. And if you watch the movie, it's more depict of what it is all about. You know what I mean? It's not just police running down bad man. It's not like that. It's about a young man growing up in his house, disrespecting his father and mother. Because originally, when I write the lyric, it was what you're going to do when life comes for you. You know what I mean? Because that was the original line I have in my head.
Okay.
So basically, I say, Bad Boys is a funny thing. It first broke in Sweden. Okay? So the people must go into the record store asking for the record, and there was nothing in the store because it was on the TV show that they saw it. When this man booked us in Sweden, and we went to Sweden, the guy who called us was an African guy called Tim. So Tim said, let's go. We go to where the record company is. And we go and we talk to the people and we see. So we go down and we say, yo, you need to get back with tape, you know. So the girl starts scream out, call all police. Lucky thing is two white girls come. So when them come now, Tim speak fluent Swedish. So when she telling them all kind of crap, we are threatening them and them, she said, no, that's not what happened. Tim tell them. Eventually, that's why I say sometimes I respect European police. Eventually, them have to give you back with tape. So that's how then we release the song, and then it break from Sweden, then it go Finland, then it go the next way and come back down. So
and most artists really, the ultimate is to have your song as a soundtrack in a movie, isn't it?
Well, now it's what they do with it now. Now you have all the voice and all the singing show them. That's like what Tessa and she. So you go on the show and you showcase yourself, you showcase your talent, the world see you, and vote for you. And you become an established artist. It's just you to keep it up to the level after that.
Absolutely.
But basically, we back in there at the depend on radio. If radio never break the song or it get into a movie soundtrack or something, it wouldn't go that easy. But, you know.
Okay, since 1997, Inner Circle has traveled intensively and extensively. Tell us about some of the territories that you have been that few dare to trod. Like which part you know come from?
Well, I mean, to play a New Year's Eve show in the snow. Snow is not something we like to feel. But if you see the pictures, you will see it's about 30 police in front of it. And the people are going crazy. I don't know if them understand what we say, but them feel the vibes. And that is the main thing we want to establish, that rapport. And it's a thing I would cry out to all young artists. You don't have to do no help singing, you know. But talk to the people and make them feel and understand. So we's Jamaican, you know. And one thing, we's all united under the banner of reggae music. Whether you want to say it's dancehall or what you want, but it's reggae music. And that's what the world loves us for and knows us for. You understand
You know,
me?
the guys now talking to the people, but it's what you're saying.
Very important.
Because I would hear the elders, I would hear the veterans saying, actually, making love to the audience. You know what I mean?
Very
Really
true.
loving them. But boy, nowadays, man, just I say, oh, ban you. No, I'm not sure if that really helping.
Well, it can help, you know, but you also have to mix a little sugar with some salt. But you have to mix it. You can't just put pure salt.
When you say, I get you, but explain it to us. When you say, it's all right, you have to mix it. Because some things that if you burn.
Because, you know it go, and we need to now go down the line, but we're just going to show the word and I want to know what we're talking about. And it's something we grew up and don't like, but it get flexed into the thing because of what you say, exposure. Because
Right.
now you're not talking to Johnny and P around the corner, you're talking to the whole world.
That's it.
So within the world strata, certain thing that is not up and down in Jamaica, it up, that's all. So when you go there, you have to navigate around it and understand it and do it in an intelligent way.
What I don't get though, Ian, is how come the man them who no grow up on computer, don't grow up when the world was so small, how uno get it? How uno just know say you have certain things you just not say to people?
Well, let me tell you something. What has helped us as a group is having the studio in Miami. Because Justin Bieber come there, Pharrell come there, Happy make our studio, you know. But you see, when we do at our studio, we cook every day and we break it down.
Okay.
Scatter can tell you, the big man come, Jennifer Hudson sit down on the seat beside me.
You're joking.
And she eat fish.
Yeah?
We just break it down. We break it down
Nice.
to the level of Jamaica. And they
Right.
respect
Yeah,
Jamaica.
Just Stone. We have show Just Stone how to cook Jamaican food.
In the studio there?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So-
I want to tell you something too. The funniest thing with we like a hospital, you have bed until people can't stay because one time that took that long time. So we thought it was going to like some big hotel. So we didn't have information or anything. So one day she said she tired today. The next thing year she said she don't want to leave. And we said,
That's a who, Roger? That's a who?
Stone.
Okay.
The lady that they say was one what?
Yes, yes.
Of the biggest reggae album.
Yeah,
No.
Joss.
Right.
Yes.
Right. We call her Just Stone or whatever she name.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is establishing Jamaica. That's what we is about. To let people know so we are Jamaican. We go to good school, we intelligent, we understand how this thing run. The international platform is totally different from what most like Jamaican artists think it is. This is not about going on a stage. You have to perform. You have to make them understand you, and you get that bounce back between you and the audience. And when you leave there, I mean, Bob thing was no fluke, you know. That's why still today, all his siblings can survive off the plant that he planted.
Right.
That grew up to this big tree, from the roots to the branches to the leaf.
Absolutely.
So that is what our reggae Toots and Mia tells. These guys is still working because they are dealing with the art form, music. And that's why we can't disrespect the reggae music and think so well then is a thing and my thing, this thing. And it's just like, all right, it's just like you would say, I'll ask you a hypothetical. Do you think that dancehall music is closer to hip hop than reggae? What would you say to a question like that?
Yes.
The dressing, when you see the artist dress, is totally different from when it was the culture, when we see where the khaki suit, which look colors. But what is in a man art is in one man art. Where nobody's here to knock, as I say, what the younger generation is doing. Because we was in Uganda, and don't believe any African garb that you know, it's Converse shoes, tight pants, same thing like what going on here is the same thing the youth in Africa are doing.
Yeah, man. It's
Same
young people.
thing.
It's
We
young
veer.
people.
Everything that is popular in the West is in Africa. You understand? So when we are look for, go to our motherland and say, boy, we'll get some African garb and some African vibe. Them not give that. You know what I mean?
I remember the first time we go Cuba, me I said, boy, I want some army shirt.
So
And they must say, oh, really in the army.
learn that the youths of the world it just emulate what they see.
Yes.
Because remember, you know, Blump MTV, Blump all these things, it is YouTube.
Yeah.
Everybody just click on what go on.
Yeah, man.
Whoop.
Yeah,
How much
man.
view you have? How much this you have?
That's true,
Look at
man.
that. You understand me?
So forward to the question about some of the strangest places that you've ever played reggae. Tell me some of the most unlikely places that Inner Circle has been.
Well, I don't know if Roger want to
Roger,
come in.
you
but,
want to come in?
You know, the phone line clear.
Hello?
But I don't.
You
I
heard it?
don't. Off the top of my head, I don't know, but you know, everywhere. Just like many other reggae artists,
Yeah, but
Chaplin, Sean, everybody, them on the traverse the
I
world.
would say,
Like we are not the
for
only
me,
one then.
I would say India.
India. Why India?
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because when we went there, we played in a place in Bangalore. And leaving the hotel, you don't know what to expect. because, you know, sometimes you get a vibe, a man might say, all right, we sold out tonight. The place sold 3,000, we sell 1,800 tickets. You have an idea of what's going to happen. You understand? Ride up, we come. I see no car. I look across, I said, boy, I just look. Come we are in there, come pop down. The man said, oh no, man, look over there. When the last motorbike, you know.
I lie.
When the last motorbike, you know. So, go around the backstage, this thing look like, not to disrespect in there, but it look like Flintstone. Everything tied with rope and the speaker ice up in the air. I look out there, the man opening band. And all the other people say, start the show, start. I say, wait, this is what I go on. When I look out there, so I never know the cool people already.
No, stop it.
Unbelievable.
You're not about it, you know.
No, man.
Them love it.
There's no car. It's bicycle and Lamberta.
Nice.
The little motorbike. All 3-4 man pony. But that is the thing, as I say about reggae music, that always amazes me.
Yes.
You understand me? That the people know the music.
You know, this journey, particularly the journey of people who travel, and particularly artists and reggae musicians like yourself who are ambassadors. I think perhaps you learn first more than the rest of us how much we have in common and how little different we all are. And how more in common we all are.
As Michael Rose said, everybody want to read the paper on Sunday. You understand me? Everybody want best for them children.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Look at me, I'm your brother. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm not your enemy.
Yes.
And reggae music always preach peace and love. You understand me? I was talking to a white girl in San Francisco. And yes, she said, when she was a young girl, she used to love to come to Sunsplash on the reggae bed. And the things that you take, you see, the things they take back and talk. I was in Jamaica and this and that, you know what I mean? Forget the extracurricular activity. We're not talking about that. But generally, just the things that
excite
you know what I mean?
them.
You have a man come and him crack some joke. You know, as I say, right now we're here doing, you know, I'm doing something for a friend of mine, the great illustrious Sean Paul. And I mean, just the guys that's around the project. Every day is a different joke come. Every day is a man crack a joke. Every day is a man come with something. You laugh.
Yeah.
The spontaneous vibe.
That is
right.
indigenous Jamaica. Why are we going away?
Spontaneous and contagious.
You
Yeah, man. And Jamaica go with you everywhere in the world, you know. And you represent our man, hear the accent, you know. One time we were in Italy, in Venice, and we hear about the gondola and thing, you know. So we said, well, I'm going to look for this gondola business. So we never really expect to get down on the gondola because the gondola doesn't have a long line and people make reservations. So the man stand up and say, Italian man turn and say, you Jamaica? He say, yeah, I come from Jamaica. I say, oh, Dread, he say, play reggae. He say, Rockstone. The man say, my white Jamaica, my white. Immediately the man kick off all the white people and put it on the thing. And that's what the man terrible Billy, weed ice cream, the man terrible And when in the man house, the man had about 200 reggae albums. I hear the man say to me, the greatest reggae song ever in the world is Ras Michael. White man, get out of black man land. We are.
You see that? You see that? We were talking about
Reggae
that
music.
just early this week. That, you know, when we're talking the story, we really have to talk all of the story. Because there are people, Caucasian people, people of European descent, who understand Babylon system and burn it even hotter than some of us. Worse than we. Scatter, you wanted to say something.
No, I mean, that's one of the places that we went that unusual, you know. We go through Australia. What was that country? We go through Australia.
Papua New Guinea.
Yeah, man, and the people them down there, everybody
Oh,
just
yeah.
look like brother and sister. You can't.
Them look alike.
Everybody look alike down there. I said, oh, them know them why. Everybody on the street
If
just
you go on
look
YouTube
like
and
one
look at
big
the
family.
thing, when we went to the school, 3,000 picnic. 3,000 kids between the age of 4 to 15. And I mean, tears was running down my eyes. Because the lady that do it is a little Asian lady. She know every one of them name. And when she tell them stand up and them start singing sweating.
Oh my
And I'm looking at it and I hear the kids them la 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 and tears coming down my eyes. And when they come off, the kids them all up. And I say, lady, how you manage something like this? She said, with love.
Oh my
She
God.
take care of every because over there them country there, you know. Remember Papua New Guinea's place where them say people say eat people, you know. But it have a lot of natural things that the European man go and take away from them. You understand? So the funny thing about it is that people with love, you can conquer so much. You understand me? I want to go on YouTube and look at that picture, man, of the children, all of them in white, and we like uniform. Very touching to know. After
You
so
know,
much years.
a lot of artists like yourselves, veterans like yourselves, band members like yourselves, tend to be quite critical of. Could you please get back, Roger? Tend to be quite critical of the youth them today. See, there are a lot of bands coming out today, and I think it is a wonderful thing. How
Great.
do you feel?
Raging Fire.
Yeah,
You know what I
man.
mean? Because basically what it is that, all right, you check a kid. Him is a good musician. Him have a good ears. Him can play. What is he going to do? Him is not a singer, but he might be a great creator, great producer. So if he don't internalize himself and learn Pro Tools or learn something, for him to put a group together to express what he's feeling inside. You know what I mean? So basically, that is the shortcomings and the shortfall of it. So the more bands that come out is the better for the music, because you're going to get different aspects and different people representing the music in a different way. You understand me? The younger singer them like Romain and Christopher Martin and all that is good. You understand? And I think we're leaning a little too much with the R&B, but it's the influence that the youths like. The Drake, them and the Little Wayne, they like it. So it's not you can do to turn them up, but they must also remember, as them say, why we love Jamaica. You can't saltfish the yam and the banana.
Reggae
so
music.
We can't leave Callaloo and go to cornflakes.
Right.
Because the nutritional value of Callaloo is 10 times better than cornflakes. But the imagery that people get are foreign with cornflakes, and our life is not great in foreign, Virgin. Our life is not great in foreign, Miss Kelly.
Why
It's
don't
how
we know
you
that?
make and make your little enclave amongst your people.
There are a lot of kids. The one I would consider them the brightest among us, right? Amongst the young people, right? And oftentimes I interview them on this same forum, Heart, Mind, and Soul to Soul. And I find that the brightest amongst them are the ones who are very hesitant to be boxed. They want to explore music in the freest way possible, although they still want to be called Jamaican reggae artists, but they don't want to be confined. Inner Circle has not confined themselves,
No.
although you are called a reggae band.
Right. But basically, yeah, all right, check Chronix, Kabaka, all the new kids, the proteges that coming up. They have put a twist on the reggae music, in their own little like. That's why I said the combination we and Chronix do on the news carrying dread, it creates an incredible, not only in Jamaica, but all around the world. Because people, them have a vibe of tenement yard, and then the make Chronix is like sugar, top of sugar. It's just so wicked and sweet. So, I mean, we need more of that some of the older artists combine with new. That's why I'm saying we need the Reggae Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Where we can meet and as people discuss, because when you have a think tank, great things come out. People
That's
make
right.
suggestions.
That's right.
You understand me? And when we miss it, so Martin, is you the play that you want to buy, that you want to...
Absolutely.
And then the younger
Yeah,
ones
but
say,
you
boy,
remember that when you have to remember in the reggae days, there are like 4 or 5 studios in the time, And everybody used to go from one studio to the next studio to the next. If it's Joe Gibbs, is Channel 1, is Dynam. Nowadays, you tend to have everybody have a 1,000 mini studios.
Yes.
So you don't really have that
camaraderie,
vibe,
Yes.
kind of vibe anymore.
Let me quote this. It says, their spirit, and they're talking about Inner Circle, their spirit through the power of reggae within live performances has allowed the band to transcend the traditional reggae niche and create widespread crossover appeal. Tell me what that means in your words.
It is unexplainable, because how we look in our performance. All right. I want to give an example. Rita Marley hired us for a show one time to play at the arena, right? It was we, Bob Marley, and a brother named Fred Locks. And Bob, because of the lateness of the show, went on stage and played. Never wait on nobody, because say Bob going to close the show. That's the natural order. Bob went on stage and played, and every song Bob cut, Bob said, Ja, Rastafari, and the crowd respond and them do him thing. When we came on, Fred Locks, we back him up with a tune named 7 Miles of Black Star Liner. And when Fred Locks come on, the place erupt. Not to say Bob Marley performance was bad, but Fred Locks was the man with the hot tune at that day. When you see a Bob Marley at Lyceum in England or in Germany at a place, it's a different Bob Marley, because dreads flying on him just. You understand me? So sometimes when you go before Jamaica audience don't easy, Don't think the Jamaica audience just go up on the stage. You have to work them, because they will test you to every ability that you have to deal with them, You understand me? And that is where your skills get up. But basically, a performance versus a performance is two different things.
Tell me the difference. You have a performance
and a performance. You understand me? Because if you go up there and you just go and jump on the first pantomime or the hype, you can feel. All right, to get a rate. But 20 minutes into the show, it starts to go down. Because, all right, there was a show we did in Paris. And was it doing named Conscience? Good artist. But so much mix on the people. Not to say he was doing a bad show, but he was mixing so much. Cut the thing, just like Diamonds. When Tabby sing, There's No Me Without You. And the place tear down and say, oh, you never know, say Rasta could have sing a slow tune. You understand me? Just like Bob, with his love song them, turn the lights down low.
So what you say, you must always consider your audience more than your performance.
You have to deal with the audience.
Yes.
You understand me? It's like making love,
Yeah,
you can't up on 100 the whole time. You have to slow down.
Yeah, man.
You have to romance the wife.
True, man.
You understand?
But even when we are playing music on the radio, too, you can't just go hard for the people that say, you have to easily
cut all the thing and do all the acapella and say, watch it.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to give you something. And when you throw it upon them and them say, blow, what are you, you're wicked. You understand me? And those are the things why we need a forum. Everybody sit down. Nobody not going like them better than a man and me not greater than you. But together, we are stronger.
Absolutely. And based on what is coming at us here now from the international community,
of course.
Now is when we need to do it more
of
than
course,
ever.
Because what is going to happen, these people have to jump on us already. We're not talking about the prejudice with that man in white, green.
No, we're not
Reggae
talking about
music
that.
is for everybody.
True.
But what is happening that these people seeing themselves, as Roger said, from their messenger. You understand me? So when them see these young white youth up there playing the music, they love that.
And so do we. I mean, there's a part of it that is so natural. Because when we see Akon, we respond.
Of course.
Because he's one of us. So we have to keep it real and understand that this is natural.
Natural. You understand?
We're going to take a break. And when we come forward, you see, we really want to talk about the success that Inner Circle has been having with this generation and the experience of it. So we're going to take a commercial break. We're soon forward.
Christmas is twice as nice at Juicy Parties. Get your Christmas combo. That's 2 parties plus a Coca-Cola for the chance to win over 2.
Really rocking, 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 Really rocking,
FM. Really rocking, you know. 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 FM. Really rocking, you know.
Welcome forward to Heart, Mind, and Soul to Soul with an exciting interview here with Inner Circle, really giving us the history of reggae, the history and the real part, the soul of reggae. See, I asked a question before. What, first of all, inspired you to start working with this generation, and how has the experience been?
Well, the experience is really great because we look at it like passing the baton. You understand me? We call them the young lion then because I think they are highly intelligent, very smart set of young men who see the business and see the foresight of where they want to do and really pick what they want to do. And I appreciate that with them. We'll really, in the next couple of years, bring a lot of change. I mean, you can talk to Roger and him can tell, 'cause he more dealt with chronics in
Roger, what are your views?
Yeah, I echo the same thing what Ian say. You know, one thing I must get in our case, I have to give a shout out to the great Dan Carleon.
Every
Dan is
time.
one of the producers that we kind of reach out to and make a kind of liaison with in you know, trying to get in with the younger artists and things. And, you know, one thing I tell you, Dan, I must give him that as a producer and in the music, he really love it. He really love it and the feel of it and put everything into it. I mean that after listening to him that way, then remind me of Cooper and kind of give everything to it.
Yeah.
And he is the one that kind of introduced us with chronics and thing and, you know, and from here.
IOCTANE too.
Yeah.
I obtained, that's right. The
So
alliance is
if you listen,
very
Chronics,
good.
big respect. If you listen, Mr. Kabaka, big respect.
Big
What have
respect
you
to
learned? I mean,
Royal
I know-
Chronics, everyone.
I know that these youngsters, I mean, have learned a lot from you. What have you learned from them?
Well, I tell you, for me, I go for example what I do with Chronics. A lot of kids coming up don't take this thing serious to the level at the time and the professionality that they put into it. And I'm going to tell you, I remember the first day we were really shooting the video with Chronics. 6 o'clock in the morning, the man was
Mm-hmm.
I said, damn.
Yeah.
So man, you have to say, when video started, I look see man, in there with 10 girls and in there,
Yeah.
I give them a lift
Yeah.
and right down to the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even when we were on Rebel Salute, you know what I mean? And the man come and certain little flack was there with certain little things. And Chronics himself had to stand up outside of Rebel Salute, not being able to enter. Respect of you and for IRA FM and what you're doing. Is when you're outside and it's Jamaica, you know. FM is a powerful connection of reggae. Reggae, and it's that we love Jamaica and we love reggae music. So it's been my honor for them on the Ellie Skelly Soul to Soul.
Thank you very much, Roger. Thanks on behalf of the RFM staff.
For real, man. For
Thank you very
But
much.
to reiterate another thing, in Hawaii, they have coffee the same thing what you do here, you know. Because they play 24 hours reggae. They call it Jawaiian. So they play all the reggae bands in Hawaii, play on the Hawaiian station, 24 hours reggae. Same thing like what you do here.
The more the merrier.
Yes.
Because it can only be good for reggae.
Because it's reggae music.
It's reggae music. So we give thanks to Jamaican Bread Grammy Award winning Inner Circle. And, another thing, Inner Circle was one of the first bands to actually tour the United States. There are just so many firsts. And I'm just so very happy that we got this moment. We have it documented. And we can give you a copy too. I'm sure you'd love this.
Yes, ma'am.
And thanks again. We can close with Chronics and Inner Circle, Tenement Yard. And that song is just too popular in Jamaica.
Mind blowing. Mind blowing.
Bless you all and thanks again.
Keep it his mouth, you know. They shall belong.